fast. So the f am I. All right, so ask me again. Yeah, dude, I freaking totally saw it. Dude, oh my God, he's looking like a beast. I'm freaking scared and paranoid.
It's in the end. It's just like that.
Alongside the release of several episodes of the top build-up moments of the Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson fight, Netflix has released a video footage that compiled the shots both fighters fired at each other all through the build-up. It was indeed as intense and hilarious as you could imagine. The video contained their very best training videos and the war of words they've had over the past 7 to 8 months.
Oh, Jay, did you see Mike Tyson
dropping
his sparring partner? Yeah, I f***ing saw it, and I don't give a f***. Sure, he's looking good. Sure, he's looking all of that. Oh, he's dropping people.
The Netflix release went as far back as the announcement video posted by Jake Paul on his YouTube page and went as recent as Mike Tyson's latest training footage. Viewers wouldn't argue much about a more dramatic scene than Jake Paul's latest reply to Iron Mike Tyson's training footage. Both contenders are eager to step into the ring and decisively put an end to their rivalry. They were previously set to clash earlier this year, but Tyson had to withdraw due to an ulcer flare-up. Jake Paul has not only admitted being scared of Mike Tyson, he spoke about the fear that has befallen his family members ahead of the fight, as many of them won't be watching the fight. With the video showing Mike Tyson hitting the pads, working on the mitts, engaging his sparring partner, doing some shadow boxing, and other neck and body stretching exercises, Mike Tyson has impressed his fans, rattled his naysayers, and terrified his opponent. The Netflix release showed Jake Paul acting nervous after watching the clips before he was made to answer questions on what the fight was going to look like between him and the former undisputed world heavyweight champion. Jake Paul has expressed his surprise upon seeing the excellent physical condition of Mike Tyson ahead of their forthcoming bout. The social media influencer will take on the boxing heavyweight icon on November 15th at AT&T Stadium in Texas. At 27 years old, Paul is considerably younger than Tyson, who hung up his gloves in 2005 and hasn't fought since drawing with Roy Jones Jr. 4 years prior. After recovering from illness, which postponed the original match, Tyson appears fit following intense training routines in the gym and sparring sessions, something Paul recognizes as he prepares for the clash. What must have added to Jake Paul's fear way, the early conclusion he drew once Mike Tyson had an emergency health issue in May. To Jake Paul and many others, that was the end for Mike Tyson, and the fight was just going to be a casual show, where Jake Paul would make an open mockery of the boxing legend. But Mike Tyson has taken this fight his whole of his life. A layman would see the intensity of Mike Tyson's training sessions and question whether a championship title was on the line. Mike Tyson has been so active that Gene Kilroy, who had known Mike Tyson since he was 13 and saw him through his very best years, claimed this was the best and strongest he had seen Mike Tyson.
This is the strongest I've ever seen you.
Yeah?
Yeah, the strongest I've ever, and I know you since you're 13. I think this impressed the shit out of me. Nothing impressed.
Responding to an Instagram video that showcased Tyson flexing his impressive muscles, shirtless and seemingly in peak form, Paul succinctly commented, "What the heck?" Having studied footage of Tyson's past bouts extensively, Paul anticipates that Tyson's strategy might involve cornering him against the ropes to land angled shots. The mirror.
Yeah, so far. Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's sweet words. I love it.
20 seconds.
Despite his bravado, Paul admitted he's concerned about how the fight could unfold Friday. Of Tyson's 50 pro wins, 44 came by way of knockout, with many still being replayed to this day due to the level of violence and viciousness involved. Paul doesn't want to get hit, but he's ready for it. "I have to be alert," Paul said. "This is a scary, scary man. He's a killer and has all the power still clearly in all the videos, all the sparring that he's showing dropping his sparring partners."
Yeah.
Don't charge at me, Tyson. Drink Celsius.
My mom is messaging she can't even watch Tyson punch. She won't watch it because it scares her. He has one of the deadliest uppercuts of all time. So of course I have to be ready and know that he's gonna have some moments in there, and I'm gonna have to persevere. Nonetheless, Jake Paul tried responding to Mike Tyson in an intimidating manner by posting a video on his Instagram handle where he knocked out his sparring partner.
Okay, probably got some weird energy. All right, so first things first, gotta get into the sun straight in the morning.
Okay.
This will start your circadian rhythm. Barefoot.
Paul, at 27 years old, raised eyebrows last month when he shared footage on social media showing him knock down a sparring partner with a right hook. He taunted the camera with a shout, "Don't charge at me, Tyson!" The clip left fans skeptical, evidenced by comments such as, "That dude had zero head movement, one of Mike's best attributes," and more blunt assessments like, "Big Mike is gonna take bro's head off his shoulders." Some viewers on social media even suggested the sparring partner was a paid actor and dismissed Paul's chances with remarks like, "Jake ain't beating anyone up."
I'm going straight through him. He doesn't have to find me. I'm going to do it right at him. He ain't got to worry about fighting me.
Jake Paul's iconic opponent is one of many who reckon the fighter he was working with hits the canvas rather quickly. Mike Tyson believes Jake Paul faked knocking out an opponent in a sparring session during his training camp for their upcoming fight. Tyson has appeared on the weekly YouTube show Pound for Pound, alongside co-hosts Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo. During the almost hour-long episode, he addressed the video Paul posted, but neither of the UFC fighters had seen the clip in question.
Nice left hook. What's good for today? I give it to you. Sure? Yeah, me too. You fucking sure? Yeah.
Boxing legend Mike Tyson launched a scathing attack on Jake Paul, accusing the YouTuber turned boxer of staging his sparring sessions as their hotly anticipated heavyweight bout looms looming. Both fighters have been flaunting their training regime on social media in the run-up to their clash. You saw his sparring session where the guy faked being knocked out? That was beautiful. It was a chubby guy. He took a fall, he took a dive. Not too long after, Mike Tyson, not one to be outdone, posted his own sparring video weeks ago, which showed him flooring his partner with a thunderous left hook.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You sure? Yeah. Fuck with me, it's all right?
Let's do this. You did great.
We're done. You sure?
Yes. Trust me.
I got a lot in me. Let's get started.
As the session wrapped, his coach, Rafael Cordero, could be heard saying, "That was good for today." An intense Tyson retorted, "You sure? You freaking sure?" The boxing icon then exclaimed, "I've got a lot in me," and sent a stark signal to the problem child, declaring, "I'm just getting started." Paul's fellow YouTuber turned boxer, KSI, has also called out the former's training camp. "I've seen parts of his training footage," KSI said.
Honestly, I just think it's sad, bro. I think it's super sad. I don't know why Jake took it. It's a lose-lose.
I told Jake that.
And what did Jake say?
I don't know if he's gonna try to knock him out unless Mike tries to knock him out.
God, he just looks awful, man. He just looks so slow, so sluggish. This isn't his natural weight, but it is what it is. Despite the criticism, KSI still believes that Paul will destroy Tyson owing to the age gap. When Tyson gets obliterated, people on Twitter, now X, will be like, "How did we let this happen? Oh no, this is so bad." I'm going to be like, "Well, I freaking told you." However, in his chat with radio station TalkSport, Tyson explained the reason for returning. "I'm 58. I'm going to fight in the biggest arena ever, and it's going to be sold out. Who else can do that?"
How much pressure, if any at all, do you feel to win this fight, even though you're twice his age and you haven't been in the ring in an official sanctioned bout since 2005? How are you feeling pressure-wise about...
On Fighting with 80,000 fans watching in the stadium, Tyson said, "It makes me feel like I have to perform. They're giving me all that inspiration and letting me know that, boy, you've got to perform tonight. It's time to perform." In a conversation with The Hollywood Reporter, when asked about how he would counter such tactics, Paul said, "To just box on the outside and then use my footwork to be more agile and get him chasing me, and then attack him when he's out of position. That should frustrate him." Tyson hit back at the remarks during an interview with Fox, scoffing at the duration of the fight by saying,
...about needing to beat him?
Well, I feel in great condition. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I box 8 rounds. And I don't know, I'm ready.
"Not long, as soon as I catch him, because he's going to run like a thief. I don't see how he's going to make an exciting fight by running all day. He's supposed to be the young guy. He's supposed to run right through me. I'm an old man and he's going to run all freaking night? Regarding whether Paul could exchange blows with him, Tyson asserted, I think he should try it. He's a younger man. He should be able to handle punches from an old withering man like me.
I don't look at it as I'm some old guy that's decrepit going to fight this young guy. I'm fighting a guy with 10 fights. You know, he's sensational.
While not specifying a round, Tyson made his intentions clear. My intention is to hurt this young man. Disregarding any concerns over his age and a recent health scare, Tyson stated, other people my age haven't been training as long as me, been as consistent as me, and I'm just a different species of human being. In a candid conversation on Jimmy Kimmel's show, Tyson disclosed his rigorous training regimen. I am training extremely hard. I do 6 hours a day. I start at 11 a.m. and might leave the gym at 5 p.m., he remarked.
But fighting a guy with 10 fights, and I think I can handle this situation.
You gonna knock him out?
I think I'm gonna hurt him, yes.
Over the last few months, Tyson has kept preparations for the contest under wraps. However, with fight night fast approaching, the 58-year-old has recently teased fans with several training videos. Paul and Tyson are scheduled to go glove to glove on November 15th. The two boxing stars were due to fight earlier this year, but Iron Mike was forced to pull out of the original date after suffering an ulcer flare-up. While many have feared for Tyson's health ahead of the showdown next month, fans were left impressed following the 58-year-old's recent sparring footage.
Fucking animal. I will say people are underestimating me though, because when I go to his comments, they're just saying like if Mike loses then fighting is rigged because they see how good he looks on the mitts.
After his training videos went viral on social media, Paul has now finally responded to the former heavyweight world champion's current physical condition. In an interview with Today, the Problem Child said, Tyson's dropping people in sparring. He looks in the best shape and the strongest he's ever been, his coaches are saying. I know on November 15th, it's going to be a war, but I just plan on outboxing him and showing the world what I'm capable of and coming alive in the moment and knocking out one of the best to ever do it. Since the confirmation of the heavyweight showdown, Paul has received a lot of criticism for taking the fight. The young American has once again responded to the negative noise ahead of the contest.
I can see it watching from the sides when you have fought everyone else where they all go, holy shit, this YouTuber hits much harder than I thought he did. And you can see it change in their eyes. I'm not sure Michael had.
A lot of people are wondering, Jake, why are you doing this? Even if you beat him, they're going to say he's old. But to me, Mike Tyson wanted to fight me, he continued. That is an honor. He's one of the most famous boxers in the world to ever do it. To step in there with someone of his nature is an honor and a dream come true. It's going to be a spectacle on Netflix. Jake Paul believes a knockout win of Mike Tyson is fated to happen. That's how confident Paul is ahead of his clash with the boxing legend, which takes place this Friday at a Tant Stadium in Arlington, Texas, and airs live on Netflix.
I know he's in his prime, he's fat. He should be lean and mean, he's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day, he's fat.
Paul has made a name for himself as a boxer after previously rising to fame as a YouTuber and social media influencer, and meets his most accomplished opponent yet in the 58-year-old Tyson. Iron Mike fights in his first sanctioned bout since 2006 and makes his first in-ring appearance since a 2020 exhibition bout against Roy Jones Jr.
I am knocking the out of the competition, regardless of age. I literally can't wait to look across the ring and give him a death stare.
But what if he knocks you out?
In his prime, Tyson was revered for his knockout power that earned him multiple world titles and made him one of sport's most famous figures. Ahead of the November 15th event, Paul and Tyson sat down for a face-to-face interview on YouTube, and Paul waxed poetic on how it would feel to KO Tyson. When it happens, it's going to be a little bittersweet because I have love for him, but at the current moment, we're meant to go to war, Paul said.
I would win. Serious as a heart attack. I think he thinks that he would knock me out, and I think that is maybe the reason why he doesn't want to do the fight, because I think
he's trying to take the food off my plate. I'm trying to take the food off of his plate, and that's what warriors do. But for me, I've dreamed this, manifested it, and it will be the start of what has been a 12-year career for me in entertainment and acting and working and all the things I've done now into boxing. This is finally my moment and my time to shine, and I'm going to show the world who the F I am. Because everyone doubted me, everyone had something to say. Nothing was ever given to me. I've had to work for it all. Suppressed by everyone, kicked off of YouTube, kicked off of platforms, canceled 5 times, and here I am throwing the biggest event in really all of entertainment actually. And now it shows to the rest of the world what hard work and perseverance can do, and I'm just happy to be able to show that to other kids who maybe have to go through adversity and have to fight and have to keep on proving themselves time and time again.
I think he wants to avoid maybe knocking me out.
He doesn't realize how good you are.
Exactly.
If he knew, maybe he would.
Maybe the fight would happen.
Asked if he was confident that he would put Tyson down for the count, Paul didn't waver. It's already written. This is the baddest man on the planet, Paul added. Heavyweight? Just look at the freaking guy sitting here right now. He's an animal. He posts Instagram pictures, and I get a little scared because of how good he looks. But I have to step up to this level and show people that I can accomplish the impossible. And that's what the story of Jake Paul is about. Tyson was then asked how a loss to Paul would affect his legacy, which led to the following exchange.
I'll feed him to my falcon.
Oh. So that's food for your falcon?
Yeah.
This is getting interesting.
Oh, yes, I got you a gift.
Tyson said, I don't look at my life as a legacy. Legacy to me means ego. Who the F cares about my legacy? I'm going to be dead soon one day, but he's not going to win. Paul boldly replied, it would be the biggest moment in all of boxing history on Friday night when I put this man to sleep, so that is pretty dope. Tyson retorted, he dreams a lot. This is not going to come true, young man.
Thank you very much.
This is a pigeon from Southeast Asia. Very expensive. We paid thousands of dollars for that.
Paul then answered, I respect your opinion, but it's just my time. The universe knows it, the gods know it, and you're going to know it. In what will likely be Tyson's last fight, the boxing legend is seeing it as more than just a farewell party. He plans to go out on top, something he didn't get to do when he lost to Kevin McBride in June 2005. In Tyson's mind, he's certain that millions of fans will get the chance to see his hand raised one more time. I'm not going to lose, so I can't even fathom losing, Tyson said.
Knock him out? Can I ask you a question?
I think there's a very high chance of that. He's not the same fighter that he once was, and he knows that.
I can't even imagine it. He's not going to win. I think he thinks this is going to be a very easy night. It's not going to be an easy night for you. I don't think that, Paul replied. I think it's going to be a war of ages. The fans are the ones who win out of this. But I know you, I know your soul on a deeper level, and I know myself, and I know you're not gonna freaking quit, and neither am I. You could rip my head off. I can go down to the canvas. You can mess me up. I could be bleeding from everywhere, and I'm not gonna stop. And I know that's the same for you. That's the beauty of this. I don't think it's gonna be easy. I know it's gonna be hard.
I don't know if he's in his prime, he's fat.
I'm not fat.
He should be lean and mean, he's fat and funky.
It's heavyweight. Fuck you, Mike.
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson would meet in the ring on Friday and would be making some crazy amount of money when they entered the ring. But beyond the money, it's a fight between 2 generations. It's a fight to revive the baddest man on the planet. It's a fight of experience and youth. It's a fight to show the man who caught the world by storm at the age of 20 and went on to become the youngest, undisputed world heavyweight champion in the history of boxing, almost 40 years after he picked up his first title. Still has so much to offer the sport he made many fall in love with. It's Iron Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul on Friday, November 15th at the Atant Stadium, Arlington, Texas on November 15th. There are still a few more days of some tip build-up moments before the fight, and this channel would be keeping you updated. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.